Well, there may come a time where you find yourself working on a project where you need to cut a piece of tubing or pipe absolutely accurately and squarely. Maybe a piece like that or a piece like that. I'm going to show you a pro tip using very simple tools on how to do it perfectly. So here's a piece of tubing, cut nice and square as you can see. However, sometimes when you make a cut, it's not so square and it's a bit cattywampus, lopsided and a bit ugly looking. So I'll show you how to do this. Now, you don't need very many tools. All you need is a knife, some paper, a ruler, some tape, some sandpaper and a razor saw or any other sort of saw. The rust is optional, but those are what we need. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut some paper. Now, let's say you want your piece and you're going to cut a piece like this. Say you need it to be about 12 or 13 millimeters in height. What you do is you cut a piece of paper to the height you want. So like that, for example. Now what I've got here is a piece of paper. Now what I'm going to do is very, very carefully put it up to the edge and tape it there. Okay, this is the important bit. You've got to wind the piece of paper around absolutely accurately, making sure that it stays in contact with the top edge, like so. So what it will do is it will wrap over itself. Then you hold on to that, you get some tape, just a little bit will do. And you tape the edge up so it's nice and tight. Then you get some more tape, and this is even more important. You put it over the join like so, and you just wrap the entire thing right round until you get to the other side. And then what you do is you burnish it down like that. This is essentially to hold that in place. So I'm going to burnish it with my finger now. You can obviously take your time over this. And then the other piece that you're going to need is something like this. Now, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to look on the left side of this. So we want our cut to be just here. So what we do is we line the edge of this up with the edge of this piece of paper. Now, the thickness of the paper does give you an edge to write against. So what you do is, it takes a bit of time and you've got to take it slowly, but you just ride across it like so, just enough to break the tape, but also to bite through the plastic. You constantly check it. And then you move it around a bit. But you're going to creep around that edge. So just continue. This is a line that we're setting up to follow. Right, so now we've got our guide going all the way around. Now we can just cut for real. Just going to reposition this. I'm going to start cutting properly now. So now we basically got a trim line that this blade is going to sit in. So cutting through. So as soon as you feel your cut come through inside it, you back off, turn it around a bit, and continue. So there's our cut. It needs a bit of dressing, but just to show, nice and straight, nice and straight. Now obviously we can't leave it like that. So we're going to come over to our sandpaper and we're just going to dress this edge here. Doesn't take much. I mean, you can do it like this, makes it a little bit more even. And then you can take a knife edge, just go around and deburr it. And now we can just remove the tape. But there you have a perfectly square tube cut. And if we go over to this piece over here, pretty much the same thing. We'll just take that tape off. Just deburr it. Right, and then just dress it. So there you have it. Now some of you out there may be complaining that it takes too long, but actually taking a slightly longer way of doing it, this has taken no more than a couple of minutes really, but you get a far more accurate cut than just using, say, a chop saw or any other type of saw. Just taking your time and going around a guide is the way to do it. So there you are, quick tip. Hope you find it useful, and thanks very much for watching.